Hello, everybody. It's me, Gus Robinson, and this game we're gonna be playing, or at least I'm gonna be playing, as Undying. So what I like about Undying is the fact that he can be really durable, and he's a really big presence in team fights. And believe it or not, I have 100% win rate on him. Although, like, it's only been like 3 or 4 matches. Yeah, it's only like 3 or 4 matches, and that's not very impressive. But the thing about that is, it shows that I haven't found something wrong with him yet. 100% win rate, yay, for only like 3 or 4 matches. But anyways, yeah, I like Undying. So, like I said, he's durable, especially in the early game. And this I can show you right now. So, what I like to do is max out Decay and Soul Rip. Starting with Decay. I used to max out Soul Rip, but then I found out, like, you know what, you want to max out Decay first, because yeah, it makes you better off than Soul Rip, because you're stealing health and draining the other team. Whereas with Soul Rip, you're only either damaging or healing. It's like, neither way. So yeah, Nyx and Tiny are in the lane. Nyx is squishy as it is, so if you can make him squishier, that would be great. And then Tiny needs the strength, so draining him of it is a really good idea. So yeah, I was put as solo off lane, so that was pretty smart on my team's part. So yeah, as you can see, I start trying to harass Tiny. I probably could have finished him there, but I kind of knew the avalanche was going to pop up, and I didn't want to get killed by that. So yeah, I'm starting to steal stuff, strength, stuff like that. But yeah, so with Undying, my build goes around team fight presence, or at least for this type of team, because it syncs really well with Warlock, and it also syncs really well with, what's his name? Templar Assassin, believe it or not. Because the thing about Templar Assassin is she relies on dealing damage really often and really fast. And because of Undying, he makes that a whole heck of a lot easier. So when I said I was really durable in the lane, you can see right here, I'm just stealing everyone's health and making myself obscenely powerful. But that doesn't mean go crazy with that. That does not mean you're going to survive. That just means you're going to survive a little bit longer. So, yeah, with this, I'm just trying my best to survive Nyx and Tiny, which I'm surprised they don't go super aggressive with me on. They have double stun, and they could probably kill me that way. Like, seriously, that's probably what they could do. But, yeah, who knows. Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't go double stun. That's, like, perfect lane. But yeah, I'm like, you know what? Forget it. I'm just gonna go steal their strength. Alright, so right here you can see Tiny tried to take me out, but I just soul rip and heal myself up and I'm fine. So you're probably like, why didn't you use Tombstone? Like, Tombstone's awesome. It helps push the lane. Yada yada yada. Well, the problem with Tombstone is you do not want to use it early game. The reason why is because while the zombies sound tempting and all that, team fights haven't come up yet. And you do not want to be wasting your points on Tombstone when you'll rarely use it when you could be using it on Soul Rip and Decay. I mean, now you're probably like, well, you could just use Tombstone in the lane. Well, the reason I don't do that is because, like, it's hard to explain, but, well, actually, it's kind of this easy. Once the enemy that the zombie spawned on is dead, the zombie dies. In a laning phase, early, that's not really going to help. And you're probably like, oh, but it gets you farm. And it's like, well, not exactly. You're banking on the fact that the zombies can get the last hit. And I know that it somewhat helps harass, but for people like Tiny and Nyx, both who rely on auto attacks, they can take out the zombies in no time flat. So they get more gold than I do in the end. So I did not put points into Tombstone at that point. I do put points into Tombstone, but that's after I'm done with Soul Rip and Decay. And then especially I put points into Decay because there's Tiny. I definitely want to get him. But yeah, Decay is a ridiculous spell. A lot of people are probably going to say, well, Decay is okay. It's like, okay, I guess. Well, no, Decay is really good. Believe it or not, it technically speaking does pure damage. And the reason behind that is because it steals your strength. And so how do I put this? It's going to steal 4 strength from each person that you drain. Each point of strength gives you 19 health. That's probably the biggest thing. And each point of strength will give you damage, 1 point of damage if you're a strength hero, so Tiny in this case. So when you, and what's his name? Undying is a strength hero, so keep that in mind. When you use Decay, you've stolen 4 points of strength from at least one hero. Now, since there's Nyx and Tiny, I can steal 8, because it's 4 from both of them. So that's 2 times, so that stack. So I'm about to die here, or so you think. But yeah, that's the other thing. Undying is ridiculously hard to kill in a lane, because as you can see right there, if you're in the middle of a creep wave, you're fine. Like, seriously, you're fine. The creep wave has so many units in it. I believe at least like 10 that you're healing yourself for a ton. And you could damage people for a last hit. That's the one thing. Only use Decay to keep people alive or to last hit people. Do not harass with it. So I went over there because I noticed that there was the tri-lane. I wanted to make sure everyone was fine there. So yeah, that's about it for the Decay. Oh, I haven't even talked about why it's pure damage. Gosh, I'm an idiot. So what I was saying is, since I will take my lane, for example, 8 stacks of strength, 8 points of strength that I'm going to steal. 8 times 19, let's do the math here. That is 152. Yes, I hope that's right. Yeah, I hope that's right. 152 health. You've just stolen 152 health temporarily, and now it's yours. Oh, and you've stolen 8 damage. Rinse and repeat for 4 seconds at a time. That's how ridiculous this spell is. And that's just 2 heroes. You want to go into a team fight? That's where he thrives. That's 5 heroes. So you've just stolen about 20 stacks. 20 times 19 is 380. You just stole 380 health one time. Oh, and you've also taken 20 damage one time. That's how ridiculous Undying is. And I love playing as him because of that. Because he's just so powerful because of that. I mean, if you try to solo people, it's gonna be really difficult. Like, really difficult. Especially if you're alone. So for someone like Spectre, at least if Spectre tries to fight you, gosh, I almost got Tiny there. But I decided, no, I'm not gonna go there. There's Nyx. And I didn't mean to attack Nyx. I really didn't mean to attack him. So right here, as you can see, Decay, yet again, comes to the rescue and saves my butt. Yeah, and that Nyx was like, you know what, I'm not going to chase Undying. He's so lucky. He's not going to die for me. I'm probably going to die from the tower and feed him. Let's not attack him. Anyways, so after that, looking back at it, for Tiny, he's squishy because of me. Like, extremely squishy. Because of Decay, I just keep spamming that on him, and he's dead. Pretty much. But, yeah, so for the pure damage, that's just draining the health. It's not technically pure damage, but it's damage. because you are technically removing their health. Like, temporarily, and it ain't coming back for a while. But yeah, as you can see, I still haven't picked up Tombstone because we're still laning. I mean, say we had started pushing towers, then I would have been like, okay, we're going to start pushing towers, might as well push towers. So I would have picked up Tombstone. But since no one was really pushing, I decided, you know what, I'm just going to keep maxing out Soul Rip. Because that's what I'm going to need. I'm going to need to survive, especially considering there's like all these nukers. Tiny, Nyx, Queen of Pain, Death Prophet, and Legion if she becomes dangerously powerful. So yeah, I need Tombstone. So yeah, as you can see here, I decide just get rid of the creep wave, make them stop attacking the tower. So yeah, I'm out of decay stacks, so I'm gonna have to get some more. I can't remember what was really going on in my head at this point, because now everyone's missing. So I decide, okay, is it safe farm? And then I look here. Yeah. So yeah, this was my friend with me, and he played a really good Templar Assassin. As you can see here, he's just gonna bug them, go into meld. But yeah, I'll just overwatch him, make sure he doesn't get in trouble. But yeah, he's a really good Templar Assassin. He's not great at every hero, obviously no one really is. But he's extremely good with Templar Assassin. The reason why is because he loves playing as the Assassin heroes. He loves Nyx, he loves Slark, he loves Templar. I think he likes Phantom Assassin, I would think. But who knows. But yeah, he comes to my rescue, and that's why he is my friend. No. It's just, that's why he's a good Templar, because he knows when to get in and when not to. He knows when he's going to lose, and he knows when he's going to win. But, yep, Undying, too powerful still. No one can kill him yet. But I haven't even talked about Flesh Golem, his ult. And I haven't even used it yet, because I haven't found the moment when to use it. Flesh Golem's pretty effective in a team fight, and even in a gank. Because you can end the gank really fast, and you can make the team fight easier. You're not going to finish it because of Flesh Golem. You're just going to make it easier. But, yeah, so what Flesh Golem does, you probably know this, amplified damage, pretty small slow, and heal yourself if someone dies nearby. That's pretty good. And I mean, that's something you don't really see. I mean, if you did an armor not even armor reduc, just amplified damage strategy with like Clinks, Shadow, Fiend. I keep messing those two up, Shadow Fiend and Shadow Demon. So yeah, if you have Shadow Fiend, Undying, Slardar, and someone that gets items to reduce armor, that would be someone like Bounty or Weaver. Yeah, that's a really good team, because you've just got this never-ending amplified damage. It's pretty good. So yeah, I'm going to get my Arcana boots, and that's exactly what I need. That's the one thing. I've looked it up, and I've heard from a couple of people that it's always a struggle with mana. Like, Undying has a very small mana, gain. Intelligence gain, basically. But the reason behind that is because he's meant to be just this really, really squishy hero. He has the lowest agility gain in the game. Yeah, lower than Tiny's. He has subpar strength and intelligence gain. So he's one of those heroes that needs his abilities in farm to become good. Because there's people like Alchemist and people like, who's the other one? There's a second one I know. As you can see, I still can't die. Even when Nyx tries to hurt me, I have my wand. And then Legion killed me. Yeah, that Legion. Ah, the Legion. I hate Legion with a passion. But Legion ain't too bad. But yep, I'm dead. I thought I was unkillable, but apparently I am killable. But yeah, back to what I was saying. He's one of those carries that needs his abilities in farm to become good, because he has really bad stat gains, like Alchemist, and I believe it's any hero that likes to use stacks. So someone like Bristleback as well, although he has pretty good stat gains. But yeah, he relies on his stacks. Yeah, this axe, he's crazy. But yeah. So yeah, Undying's one of those carries that needs the abilities and needs the amplifications and additions and buffs to him to make him any good. But even then, he's not that bad. But you definitely need to use your abilities if you want to be any good. And then the Legion decides to use her abilities on me. So yeah, I decide, let's go for Flesh Golem here. I need to go take out Legion. But sadly, that will not happen today. Yeah. Yeah, the reason I used Flesh Golem right there was because I thought I was alone with Legion. And I had Soul Rip and Decay up, and I was in the middle of a creep wave. I mean, that's like perfect setup for Undying. But yeah, I guess Tombstone could have been effective there. So yeah, I guess I should be picking up. Like, at least level 1. Yeah, maybe I could just pass up Soul Rip because of the mana cost. Like, I could max out Soul Rip first, because I love that spell. I prefer it over Tombstone. But even then, I'll say Tombstone's a pretty underrated ability, even though everyone loves picking it up early. But even then, it's underrated. Because no one really understands why they pick it up early. I'm not saying Undying players are idiots, although I kind of disprove myself. But, yeah. Yeah, so the thing about Tombstone is no one really knows where to put it. I mean, obviously put it in a team fight, but don't put it in a team fight, because then everyone's just going to focus on it and destroy it in no time flat. However, if you use it correctly and decide... I delayed myself. There. See, I'm still pegging away at people with my spells. But yeah, you want to keep Tombstone on the outer ends of where you're fighting, because then no one can really take it out, but it's still got a large enough radius to spawn zombies. So yeah, when I died to Legion, that started this whole conversation with myself. Yeah, I probably should have kept Tombstone. So yeah, maybe my next build, I'll have Decay maxed out first, obviously. But I'll also have Soul Rip upgraded or leveled up once, Tombstone once, then maxed out Soul Rip, and then Tombstone. Because the zombies are good. I'll give you that much. They're pretty good, especially with their passive that like slows and gives bonus damage. I mean, attack speed. Both are effective. But yeah, especially when you can amass this giant army of zombies. That's really effective. Oh, and the other thing is this Warlock does really well in synchronizing with me. He knew when to use his abilities. He knew how to be smart with his abilities. And I'm obviously not being smart with knowing how to run away from a Legion Commander or a Nyx Assassin. Because as you can see here, I'm getting my butt handed to me. Yeah. Guess I should have been more... probably should have been smarter. Probably should have paid attention. But yeah. But like I was saying, Warlock does really well with Undying. Because if you think about it, anyone that has AoE presence syncs really well with Warlock. And Warlock's just a pretty good support, yeah. He's really good. I can't play him. I'll admit it right now. I can't play him because the only thing I know is when to use Warlock. I mean, Warlock. His Golem. Otherwise, I don't know when to use any of his other abilities. But, yeah. I do know, however, that if you have an Undying and a Warlock, you're kind of dead. Because Warlock's Fatal Bonds syncs really well with the amplified damage, Decay, Soul Rip, because Soul Rip hits everyone nearby. The reason why is because when you damage someone or heal someone, you're draining health from everyone nearby in order to make the damage or heal in the first place. So if you're hitting everyone, you're basically using Fatal Bonds to extreme proportions. Same thing goes to Decay. It hits everything. It steals strength from heroes, but it damages creeps and heroes. So you just got this giant AoE presence with Warlock. So you're really powerful as a result. And then this axe comes out of nowhere. I love it when that happens. You just see this random axe flying out of nowhere, and he's just gonna kill everything. And you're probably like, why do you love Axe? He's so broken. Okay. Kind of. Counter Helix gets ridiculous. I'll admit that. I have raged out of control because Counter Helix was ridiculous. However, Counter Helix is the least of your problems. He can taunt you and takes no damage, but yet you will. He will hit you with that ridiculous Berserker's Call. Not Berserker's Call. Battle Hunger. Which was supposed to have been nerfed like 2 patches ago. But that never really got nerfed. It's like still ridiculous. And then you've got Calling Blade. Which, in all honesty, Axe's mana pool is a problem. Calling Blade itself is a really good spell, but you need mana. If you want to go for a Rampage or Dunk Mastering, you need mana. And that's why Axe kind of falls short because of the ult. However, Counter Helix, the reason that everyone hates Axe, well, at least fighting him. Here's the thing. I figured out that the only way to counter Axe effectively is by taking people that have little to no... Oh, well, as you can see what I did there, I tried to heal Templar, but there was barely anyone nearby. And I just somehow killed Legion Commander with the help of Axe. I guess it was Calling Blade. But as you can see, I'm trying to run away. I noticed the creep wave, and I'm like, well, I could heal myself, but then I just stand still. So yeah, I don't know why I just so happened to use Soul Rip right there, or I guess I might have misclicked. I probably did. I think I was supposed to put down Tombstone. But I guess that didn't work out too well. Yeah. But like I was saying, people that have a lot of like damage per hit are what you need against Axe, especially if they're ranged. I mean, agility heroes are probably the worst to use against Axe unless you can somehow, some way kill him faster than you can like stack up hits. By that I mean, if you as an agility hero have some ungodly way gotten a massive amount of damage per hit, you're fine. Because you'll take them out in so little hits that it won't matter. Otherwise, you're dead. For someone like Weaver, who needs a ton of farm to actually become that, whereas he has very little damage per attack, you're dead if you try to attack Axe. But someone like Treant Protector, which I noticed, I actually played a game with Treant Protector where I won, and there was an Axe on the enemy. No, he was with our team. But I noticed how the enemy team had all these heroes that attack really fast. They just died instantly to Axe. But I noticed that as Treant Protector, I had realized, oh hey, I've got a ton of damage. I could probably survive fighting Axe because I attack so slowly but pack such a punch in each hit. I could probably survive. So as you can see here, I walk in unknowingly because as an idiot I am. I had not paid attention. So I tried to decay everything. That probably would have gotten me a ton of health. But sadly that didn't work. So yeah, I probably should have paid attention there, but I was too engrossed in the battle. Yeah, there's the problem with me. I don't pay attention. But yeah, you're probably like, wow, this Undying is horrible. He's dying so many times. Oh, the Undying is not supposed to be dying, but he's dying. Yeah, trust me. I figured that out like 2.5 deaths back. So yeah, this axe, of course, is being ridiculous. This axe, oh my god. He just destroyed right there. But yeah, Templar tries. I thought he would have survived, but sadly Legion's lifesteal gets the best of everyone. That's the one thing I noticed. Think about this. Would you really be scared of dueling Legion if she didn't have Moment of Courage, her lifesteal? You probably wouldn't be that afraid. Because all she has left is literally auto attacks. That's literally it. No life regeneration, no nuking. She would be absolutely useless without Moment of Courage. So I guess a silence. No, silences don't affect, unless it's Doom. That's like the only silence that affects that. Pausing the game. Tactical disconnect. Yeah. Who knows what just happened. But yeah, as you can see, 042 on me. Not doing too well. So I decided, you know what? Well, let's just get some farm in the lane. Let's not feed. Let's try to, like, just get better. But yeah, this was a fun game. Like I said in the, what's it, chat. Yeah, fun game. It was a fun game. Until the part where I started dying continuously. But yeah, eventually I break that cycle. And Templar and I do really well together eventually. I mean, this Templar Assassin gets really powerful later in the game, obviously. Someone like Templar Assassin, uh, really can just go out of control. I wonder where Axe went. Oh yeah, spring break. Never would have noticed. So true. Wasting time in Dota 2 instead of studying. So sad, yet so true. But yeah, Warlock and Templar basically get this game rolling. Slark kinda does. If you saw the previous episode where I was Slark, I mean I wasn't Slark, I was Puck, but I had a Slark on the team. That Slark carried the game immensely. Whereas when I had this Slark and I was Undying, Slark was kinda there. He leashed when he had to, but that was it. Like, he didn't really get all the items we needed him to. And as you can see here, I disconnect because I started lagging out. That's the one thing. I think the reason I died was because of lag. Okay, I sound like a noob saying that, but still. I think I died because of lag. Once or twice.
Once or twice hit a 4, but not all 4, you noob.
Yeah. Yeah, spawned back, luckily. Yeah, we just sit here forever. And ever and ever. Oh, Tombstone. How I wish I knew how to use you. Dota is a way of life. It consumes your soul. Yay, Axe reconnected at this point. Back to farming. Yay, Vanguard. Yeah, the thing about Undying, for my item build, like I said, I wanted an AoE presence in team fights. As you saw there, I went cuckoo. Oh yeah, this part. Because I figured, hey, I can take out Legion. And the creep wave. Oh my. I don't know why I didn't use Decay at that point. Oh. Yeah, I need to figure out my cooldowns fast enough. Yeah, eventually, once Legion escaped that, I decided, nope, I'm running away. Yeah. But look at all those stacks. Now for the health drop. Because all the stacks have to go away. But yeah, as you can see there, Undying in a team fight, pretty much wrecked. And the reason behind that is because, like I said, he has a major team fight presence because everyone is grouped up. He can take you out just in seconds because you're all in this group. Especially when you have like Soul Rip, where it increases in power the more people are nearby. Along with Tombstone, well, not really. As long as one person's there, it does its job. But if there's more people, does its job more. But yeah. As you can see, I probably should have popped Flesh Golem earlier. That probably should have been the first thing I used. Because now I amplify damage to the entire battle rather than just like the second half. Which is what I did, sadly. Probably should have been smarter about that. But yeah, I think I just panicked. I'm panicking. Stuff like that. Hmm.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Haste!
Oh yeah, and I just noticed here, you could probably flip back a couple of minutes in the game when the team fight was going on. Look at my health here, 1255. I remember when I was chasing Legion, I had like 1855. So as you can see, Undying gets a ton of health because of decay. Just goes to show how good of a spell it is. That's one thing. Undying is absolutely useless. At times, at least. Because if you're trying to gank, like in the woods, you're dead. Like, you can't do anything. The creep wave, nada. Decay, one stack. Tombstone. I don't know why you'd use it because the guy's going to be running away and they're going to get out of the tombstone radius. Flesh Golem. Maybe. It depends where you are in relation to who you're ganking. And it also just depends on, do you want to use it when the rest of your team could just kill the guy fast enough? So yeah, this Warlock tried to initiate without our consent. So I'm just going to start doing my thing. This axe. Yeah, as you can see, I compensated for Legion being there. I did not want her to escape. This axe. He's crazy. Along with Templar Assassin. Those two are ridiculous. And then this Warlock too. I'm sorry I never gave him enough credit. This Warlock was crazy. I mean, here's the thing. Axe started the team fight really well. I'll give him that much. He didn't really do anything else after that, except counter helix. I was just there, but because of my auras and stuff, I kind of helped. I don't know if I was really that effective. I mean, I kind of softened everyone. That's the problem with Undying. You're only going to soften people. You're never going to actually get them killed. You can only soften and strengthen yourself. And then Warlock just follows through in the team fights, and he gets us what we need. Templar, she finishes anyone off. With me, at least. Because if I'm there, Templar will most likely follow through and kill the people that I'm trying to soften up. I don't know what this Nyx was doing here, trying to fight us. But who knows. And then the dang stun. Yay, I actually got a kill. Oh, look, 3, 4, and 7. I'm actually getting some stuff.
You still had 4 deaths.
People that hate me.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
But yeah, I had to run out of here. You're probably like, why are you leaving your team? Well, sadly, I have to leave. I'm absolutely useless. Like I said, I am absolutely useless without my abilities. Think about it. If I went into that team fight, literally slowly, with the lowest agility gain in the game, slowly hit people with an auto attack, would I really be doing anything there? I'm not even really on meat shield. I'll die in like 2 hits. Unless with decay. But what does decay need? Mana. I had no mana, so I was useless. But yeah, now I'm trying to get a Hood of Defiance. That's the thing. I follow the early and core items. And I also follow the starting items. Once you get to luxury items, I keep talking about this. AoE presence in this case. Because I have a Warlock. Warlock syncs really well with Undying. So I should get initiation tools and AoE tools. So at this point, what you want to do, especially with someone like Warlock who syncs really well with your initiation, get as many AoE items that Warlock Undying will follow on his luxury items list. Because they actually are pretty effective. I would highly recommend getting whatever AoE presence items are in his luxury items list. Not only that, I was thinking about this. Refresh Orb. It's not really good with Flesh Golem because you're already in Flesh Golem form and the cooldown isn't that long. Tombstone, though. Tombstone is probably the only thing affected by Refresh Orb, but think of how effective that could get. Because, technically speaking, you have 2 Tombstones. Now you're summoning at twice the rate the zombies and That's about it. But even then, you're stacking everything twice, which is actually really effective. So yeah, we decided, you know what, we need to go fight here. But I was stunned and silenced, and then I was dueled, and now I'm dying. I'm dead. Like, I got silenced and it was absolutely useless. But because of Warlock and Templar, because at this point Templar has the Desolator, and that is really good. So yeah, now these two are just going to go and take out Tiny. Hopefully they take out Tiny. I don't remember what happened at this point. You would suspect with Templar Assassin they could kill Tiny no time flat. But who knows. Don't know why I'm not watching. Maybe I just got bored. Maybe I turned my head. And then that counter helix on the axe, obviously. Oh, look, 9, 5, and 12. I went from 0, 4, and 3 to 9. Wait, 9? Oh, dang it. 3, 5, and 10. Which is okay. In one life, I got 3 kills and 7 assists. That definitely goes to show that I was in the team fights for a little bit. But as it also goes to show, I was more of just a presence rather than an actual part of the team fight. Because of my auras, and because of Tombstone, and because of Decay, and because of Soul Rip. And for priority standards, if you're in a team fight and there's a guy on really low health, kill him. Or heal him, depending on who they are. However, if you have to pick between one or the other because they're both there, heal your teammates. It's better that you prevent the enemy team from getting gold than you get gold. But, like, I would say that much, actually. Because in the end, for this type of team, we would need the gold. But if I were to soul rip, I would technically get the kill. So I'm not really helping anyone there. So yeah, as you can see, I try to heal the axe, but I think I misclicked, sadly. So yeah, we decide we're just going to go and take out this Tiny. And jeez, that Templar Assassin's really good. That is why Templar Assassin person is my friend. Sadly, my Tombstone is already used. This is when I would use Tombstone to push. Seriously, that's like the most effective time to use Tombstone. When you've got a whole creep wave there right next to the tower, and you decide, no, we gotta get rid of this creep wave, so use Tombstone. Otherwise, team fight. That's when you would use Tombstone. But yeah, we're just about pushing all of the towers to death.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
There's the Tombstone.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
You know what? Here's the thing. As I watch this, I noticed that the mana is very, very, very hard to sustain. As you can probably tell, I have barely any mana regen. Generally large pool, actually, for my mana. But I just can't sustain it. So, how would you do that? Would you get a Shiva's? I would imagine that's good, because you've got Flesh Golem, which amplifies the damage taken by Shiva's Guard. It gives a ton of intelligence. I mean, that's good. It's pretty good. Another option is Bloodstone. You go into the team fight but die. You're going to respawn pretty soon. You've got great mana sustainability. And you still gain XP because you're in the middle of that team fight, technically, because of Bloodstone's abilities. But yeah, as you can see, Templar has double damage, which, oh my god, is ridiculous.
Is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
But yeah, at this point, playing as Undying in later parts of the game like this, it just means whenever you get the chance, weaken your enemies, strengthen yourself. That's all it is, really. Help your allies out. And I died right there. But that's because we got stunned. No one would have survived. Blah, 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 blah. Stuns are just so annoying. That's the funny thing. Slows. You can move and activate items. Damage reduction. It's just damage reduction. You can still move around and use items. Silence. Technically speaking, you can still use items. And yeah, you've still got movement speed. Stuns? They're ridiculous. Now everyone's probably going to be like, stuns aren't broken. Well, think about it. Stuns can be a bit broken, considering the fact that they do technically make you absolutely useless for a certain amount of duration, which is why anyone with a stun would gank. Because you've made the guy that you're ganking absolutely useless, and now you can just kill him off in like 2 seconds. Yeah, stuns are interesting. But as you can see, when I was referring to Slark not getting all the farm he needs, look at this. The Slark isn't really item dependent at this point. He's kind of been pushed back to support, and like I said, just leashing when we need him to leash. Huh. Yeah, I don't know if that Slark's leap was intentional or not. I don't know if he meant to go that direction or not. But yeah, I bust out the tombstone right here because I decided why not. Great time. But yeah, I tried to help out. Sadly, that didn't really turn out to be my best interest. But I just so happened to remember I had the, what's it called? The Pipe of Insight. So why not go use the barrier? Then this Warlock, thank God, used his Warlock. Warlock, oh my God. I keep saying Warlock used his Warlock. Warlock used his Golem. I'm having problems. But yeah, this Warlock saved my butt. So like I said, the Warlock was great. Templar was awesome. Like, this Templar was just great. Because she moved into the team fight, took out someone very important to the team, and then resumed to just kick butt.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
What surprises me, though, is I have pretty good base damage.
Dire's top tower has
Even with a measly strength gain, I still have some good damage. But yeah, so I decided I'm going to go take out Legion. We did that pretty simple. That's the one thing, though. You only want to use Decay if you're in a massive creep wave. Or anything with a lot of enemies. Even a team fight of just heroes. You never want to waste it. Because the cooldown may be pretty short, but the mana cost is pretty demanding. So you only want to use it if you're next to quite a few units. Like here, I would have tried to save Warlock. I did attempt. As you can see, no one was really nearby, so I couldn't really save him. So yeah, now I tried to escape from Tiny and everyone. And this Templar Assassin, like I said, Templar Assassin was awesome. He used her wards to save me. And I decided I need to repay the favor, but I have nothing. And then I realized, oh hey, look, Decay, or Soul Rip.
Dire's top tower is under under attack.
That's the one thing, though. You probably noticed I'm trying to build an Aghanim Scepter. Uh, uh, that's the thing.
Barracks are under
I don't know if I actually should have. I just purchased Aghanim Scepter because I can't really resist the stats and the bonuses to my ult. The problem is with this one, people say it's the worst Aghanim Scepter, like, to purchase for any hero. And I don't blame them. Very minuscule bonuses to your, stats. Not stats. Well, minuscule bonuses to what your ult has to offer.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, I mean, it barely increases the bottom line. Like, it slightly increases damage amplification. It slightly increases the heal from dead units. That's the problem. It's not really worth it. I probably shouldn't have wasted my money on it and probably should have bought a heart since I was a bit squishy compared to the rest of the heroes here. Especially considering they have a ton of nukers. But yeah, it's just I hadn't realized how bad Aghanim Scepter is. Again, this is me trying to learn what's right and what's wrong. In this case, Aghanim Scepter is more wrong than kicking a dead baby off a cliff full of acid and spikes. That's how wrong it is to buy an Aghanim Scepter for Undying. Now, I probably should have come in to save anyone that probably would have died, but then I figured, you know what, they're fine. I could have stayed for experience, but I decided I need to go push the wave. Plus, I had no mana, as you could see, and I just used Arcane Boots. So I was like, you know what, I can't help. And once I did get the mana, I went back to help, as you saw, but there wasn't really anything to do, so I didn't. I decided just to ignore it. Until Tiny came in and decided to be a butthole. Then I had to go take him out, or at least attempt to. Which I kind of did. Yeah, this Templar assassin is crazy. Templar, are you crazy? I'm never gonna do that again, because I probably just hurt everyone. Yeah, I tried to save Templar. I ever so slightly did. It's because of that dang heal, Soul Rip. I mean, it barely did anything, as you saw. There were only, like, 3 units? Heck, I think I even hurt Templar. Actually, no, I didn't. I actually sacrificed my health to heal Templar. The thing is, like, there were only 3 units, like I said. That's barely a heal. I don't even think that's 100 health. But Templar got out, like, by the skin of her teeth. So, yeah.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
This Nyx.
Bottom tower has fallen.
Oh, Nyx Assassin.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Killing spree.
Dire's bottom barracks are under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom barracks has fallen.
Yeah, this axe went out of control. Not even the Slark went out of control. Not even the Templar went as out of control as axe did. Because, I mean, at least Slark was normal level. That's probably the one thing. Slark was normal level. Templar had a normal build. It's just, it was a very heavy, damage-heavy build. Axe, on the other hand, was ridiculous. Yeah, so I didn't heal Warlock there because I figured, you know, he has so many things coming at him, he's gonna die. Plus, we just pushed the Ancient, so we're fine. But yeah, that's me playing Undying, or trying to. So yeah, I'll just improve with my item build. And yeah, this Templar was awesome. So yeah, I will try to get another episode in. This was fun. So see you then.